the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Verse 2. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. Verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. I want to start by giving all infinite honor and glory as I face the east to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash, the water Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, for the gift of this truth and knowledge and wisdom in these last days. The water Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, for enabling our bodies to go out on the highways and byways, making it a living sacrifice and fishing for the hopeful elect so they can be sealed. And the water Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, for the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth, who are the true teachers of the Bible. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this truth in season and out of season throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai scattered you. Shalom. All right? And it's to the elect. All right? This video, each and every video that we do over here at Great Millstone, beginning with the elders, is for edification for the elect. Okay? Prophesying to the hopeful elect so they can come in, hear this word, get in it, be sealed, and remain in this truth. Okay? So the end can come. All right? So they can learn this new song. And that's the spirit, man. We went over this on the highways and byways this past Saturday, yesterday. The elect are going to be sealed by the hearing of this word and by the faith in their works. Straight up and down, you know. And there's multiple characteristics that go into that plate with fear and trembling of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Being patient, being charitable. Okay? Long-suffering, enduring, being hard in this truth. All those qualities go into making up an elect man. And the video is going to be heavily entitled, The Elect Are Built to Last. The elect are built to last. All right? So let me get another precept. I'm gonna make this quick. All right? Zephaniah. Zephaniah 3. Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter. And I'm going to start at verse 7. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. It's that word fear. Thou wilt receive instruction. This Bible is about instructions, man. This Bible is all about instructions. Given to us from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Speaking on behalf of the elect, the hopeful elect. So their dwelling should not be cut off. Talking about the elect, man. However, I punished them, but they rose early. And we have been punished over here at GMS and Great Millstone. You know, we see the endurance of our elders and apostles, been in this thing 40 years, being made hardened through this truth, enduring all type of afflictions. You know, from wicked ass Jakes on the highways and byways, wicked ass Edomites, wicked ass Edomite women and men coming up talking shit, you know, all on the comment boards and shit, suffering their daily afflictions, whether it be health-wise or however the Most High has it fit for them. That builds brothers up in this truth. Okay? If the elders can do it, okay, we should want to be like them because they're our masters. okay, to suffer in this truth. Yahweh Shah suffered the most. So what is it for you not to walk in the path of his ways, not to suffer also? It won't be no easy walk into the kingdom. All right, the elect will not have an easy walk. Brothers will be martyrs. Brothers will be thrown into concentration camps and possibly killed in camps, tortured. That's the bitter side of this truth that we teach over here at Great Millstone, beginning with the elders, man. All right? Back in Zephaniah 3:7, it says, so their dwelling should not be cut off, howsoever I punished them, but they rose early. Yeah, the elders rose early in this truth. The brothers come in at certain given points in time in order to make their bid, so they can get on that, endure this affliction and get on that chariot. All right? But they rose early and it corrupted all their doings. Therefore, wait ye upon me. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me. Patience in this truth. Here's the faith and the patience of the saints, like it says in Revelations. Don't carry your ass off out here and go and do something trying to make a name for yourself, trying to be a fucking hero. All right? And you will be made a fool. And Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is going to slaughter you of a great death. Or however fit he sees for you to be punished, man. Yahweh Shai said, wait ye upon me. We waiting on the Lord. And while we waiting, we enduring afflictions, being hardened. So when Yahweh Shai come, like he said, he wants to find faith on earth, your faith going to be built up through your hardness. So you're going to be a soldier waiting for your great, terrible king. Our great, terrible king. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai speaking, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination, is to gather the nations. And what did Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai say in Isaiah 13 chapter, man? He's mustering a battle, gathering all the nations. Okay? To pour upon them my indignation. Yahweh Shai is going to come with wrath and fury and indignation to lay this land desolate, America, and the sinners thereof will be destroyed right with it. Okay? And it says, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Coming with fire, man. All right? He's coming to set fire upon this earth. The earth is already in fire right now. With wildfires over there in Cali. Wildfires all through the so-called Middle East. From Lebanon and Beirut, all the way to Paris, France, all over there. Then he just had a solar eclipse with a ring of fire around it. A ring of fire around the solar eclipse, the sun, man. The sun shall be darkened. You know, there's multiple accounts in the scripture that speaks on that, man. All right? The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3. All right? And verse, let me start at, let me get 17. The Lord thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save, coming to save the elect. That's it, the remnant. He will rejoice over thee with joy. Over thee, talking about the elect. He will rest in his love. Because this is not our rest over here in Babylon. All right? Our rest is coming soon. You know? Or are we pushing these? That's why we're pushing these prophets more heavily and more speedily. And Yahweh Shai is fasting these days quick for the elect's sake. He will joy over thee with singing. Singing this new song, man. Getting back our true power. You know, being glorified, getting back our heavenly bodies. These kingdom-like bodies, man. All right, getting restored with that pure language. Okay? Verse 18. I will gather them, Salaki, I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. And we getting talking, man, Yahushua coming quickly to redeem his hopeful elect for the trial and tribulation they are going through. Okay? So we at that finish line. Brothers got to remain solid in truth, counting the cost. And I'm going to get a video on that, Lord willing, this week or the next day or two. Lord willing, if that happens, Lord willing, that chip be implemented before this fucking next day it happens, man. So we can get the fuck up out of this place, man. Alright, because this ain't living. This ain't living. Y'all can have this shit over here in Babylon, man. Alright? Yahushua is coming to gather his elect. He just said it. Verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her. Talking about the nation of Yashala. He will save thee, the remnant that halted, and gather her that was driven out, scattered abroad. It's the book of Isaiah. Chapter 11 and verse 11. Salaki, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time now. Second time, but only this second time he only come to save a few good men. 144,000, straight up and down. All right? To recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Havilah, and from the islands of the sea. The elect are scattered all abroad. Yahushua is coming with the clouds of heaven. Millions on top of millions of angels to gather his elect. And he coming on the biggest ship of them all. Like you see on Independence Day, the regular movie Independence Day, the first one. Yeah. That big giant chariot, the so-called UFO that came. And we had those Edomites, the so-called white people standing on top of these tall-ass tower buildings, saying, one Edomite said, I hope they bring back Elvis. And immediately after that, the mouth of that chariot opened up of the so-called UFO and blasted with laser beams, with a laser beam fire. Yeah, that's what's coming, man. That is what's coming. Back in Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 19. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And we have been put to shame with being persecuted for this truth, for Yahushua's sake. Alright? This lifestyle that Esau has our people in it pisses the elect men off. So we pray to the Father to deliver us, man. Quickly. How long, Yahweh? How long? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to give us fame in these days, man. Up on the return of our great terrible king. So Esau, you ain't doing nothing but sealing the elect. Because the more you persecute us, the faster this truth hits home to the brothers who are out there trying to get this truth, who have not been sealed yet, to come into this thing. With the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Okay? In verse 20, it said, at that time I will bring you again. Even the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. We're going to turn back our captivity. It's the last captivity that we're serving over here. Before each and every one of your eyes, we're going to see this. It shall be no more. It's Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 8. He set his eye upon their hearts, the spirit and the mind. But let's come into this truth and get it and be locked down in it. When you hear this word, this song, like I read it earlier in Revelation 14 and verse 1, It's something that triggers into your spirit and you cling to it. That the fads and cares of the past life and the lifestyle that you was living is no more. It is no more. We don't rock with that same vibration. We don't adhere to Esau's philosophies. Okay? We don't rock with the same people that we was dealing with, family members included, mainly. Okay? It says he set his eye upon their hearts. Reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 17 and verse 8, that he might show them the greatness of his works. And we have seen the greatness of his works, and there's more great works to come. Especially in the time that we are living in, these perilous times. Verse 9, he gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. And we break the scriptures down with understanding. Knowing how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua brought us out of it into this truth. Because we didn't know we was going to be doing this thing back in 1997 and 96 and 98 and whatever. Jacob was over to everything. But we seen the works, looking back at it, we seen the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Look, he was all fall into that world right then, but he had a plan for each hopefully elect man. He had a plan for it. You're gonna be a rap, I'm gonna have you thinking you're gonna be a rap star. I'm gonna have you thinking you're gonna be an NFL, NBA ball player. I'm gonna have you thinking you're gonna work for the state or for the city parish or whatever, or the council. You didn't know you was gonna be brought to this truth at this very moment. It's for an appointed time. It's the great works of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name in the land of the captivity. Like it says in Baruch, we will call upon him and we will praise his name. Oh yeah, let me get that. Yeah. Zephaniah 3 and 13. The remnant, speaking of the hopeful elect of Yasharahla, shall not do iniquity. We cannot do iniquity. The elect are built to last. Nor speak lies. And it tells you that in the book of Titus, the 2nd chapter. With not speaking uncorruptedness, sound speech that cannot be condemned. Okay? Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. And it tells you that in Revelation, no God was found in their mouths. Straight up and down, man. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. And we're not afraid of this fucking devil. None of you 2/3, another heathenistic ass nations out here, man. We only fear our great terrible king, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the master. Okay? Straight up and down, man. So this is a precept to close it out. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Yeah, 5 and 15. But the righteous, the hopefully elect, live forevermore. And we're living through this truth. This truth right there, this word, this gospel is about living. Now we are living. Because this ain't living over here in Babylon, America. Now we are living and being born again. Being real, the real baptism is with the word, with this truth. I like it was during the time of John the Baptist. The Lord, Salah, their reward also is with the Lord. The reward of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, our crown, is with him. Okay? And the care of them is with the Most High. Man. Therefore, they shall receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand, which represents power, shall he cover them. Going back to Psalm 91st chapter, his truth is the shield and buckler. Okay? That's what's going to be your protection in the days, man. We're doing the works in order to receive that protection. So you can be sealed in the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's wrath. Okay? And with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor. And we have put on the breastplate of armor. All the qualities, like I said earlier, faith, patience, fear, being fervent in spirit, not being lukewarm, man. And make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. And we're going to be a sharpened thrust instrument when Esau comes down with his great hair. He going to have elect men for his instruments for warfare, man. For spiritual powers. That's the beauty of this truth. You're going to be made a sharp threshing instrument for your Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Whether it be to feed the hopefully elect or to protect them or whatever, but it's going to be made an instrument for warfare, man. Yeah. Verse 18. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate. There it is. I just said it. And true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield, man. Okay? This truth is the shield. Let me get that, man. Let me paraphrase. Roughly paraphrase. Like I always say, we don't butcher the scriptures over here at GMS and Great Millstone. We go get it. We go get them. We straight action camp over here. All right? Psalms 91 and verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and on his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And there you have it, man. Verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, his strength. He is our strength, our power, his protection, everything. Even the Most High, thy habitation. The habitation means a hut, somewhere to be protected up under. Like you see these fucking dogs when they get tired of drinking water. Jake been had them in a fight or whatever. They go into their hut for habitation, for their shelter. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, this truth is our shelter under his wings and protection. With that, I'm going to end the video. Hope it's been edifying. The elect are built to last with this new song, which is this truth. Facing the east and giving all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makah, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this word and truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, in season and out of season, in these last days. Shalom to the elect. Kwan Yashala.